and millions of people.
I guess I wonder, Mr. Rosencrantz, this goes back to Justice Thomas's first question, whether this really is a fortiori from Twitter. I mean, in Twitter, we spent a lot of time talking about the fact that the companies, Facebook and so forth, didn't know of any particular conduct that had led to the attack. It wasn't even clear that the terrorists in Twitter had used those companies to plan the attack. So we said that there was no real nexus between the companies and the actual communications that created the legal issue. Now here, your client has received notice as to particular people doing particular infringements of copyright. And I would think that that's a step further from Twitter.
Well, so, Your Honor, it's a step further in one respect, and it's a step in the other direction on the other end of the spectrum. So on one end of the causation spectrum, we can't see in real time what people are doing. That, as I said, distinguishes us from Twitter and makes us more remote. You are right that on the other end of the spectrum, there's a slightly greater nexus, but I hasten to add, it is still a limited nexus. When we get pinged about a regional ISP with tens of thousands of users, we know that somewhere, someone in that community has infringed.
That's true sometimes. It's not true other times. And there's no evidence that it's true here. In other words, there are plenty of times where you're getting that there's a link to a specific individual, and you know who that individual is. You would not have to cut off anybody else, and you know that that individual has infringed.
Your Honor, I beg to differ. There is literally not a single place in this record where a specific individual was identified. If you, let's take the smallest unit, a household, you still don't know who the individual is. I also beg to differ on the first half of what you said, Your Honor, that there's no evidence that what I've described has happened here. Page 11 of our opening brief gives you the nature of the highest recidivist infringers. They are 15 regional ISPs, 10 universities, 9 hotels, and so forth. Those are the entities that are most likely to be cut off first because those are the ones that accrue the greatest number of.
But you're going